Just do parts A and B. We have not done part C. Are we doing?
Check with your instructor about what stuff is what.
Check with your instructor for what?
There's a pool back there
For what?
for the conversions.
Where does it say check with your instructor?
Part B.
Oh, okay, thank you for checking with me. Just do them all. No, look, it's practice, okay? I'm not going to tell you how many to do. You got to, if you feel comfortable with it, you don't have to do them all. I'm not going to check. Yeah, you skipped number, 13. But if you're uncomfortable, there's plenty to practice with. Yes, Amber. Yeah, please, with these name tags, please tuck them away. Don't lose them. And what I ask is that you just bring them back next time, and we'll put them back out. Okay, so I'm going to end early, but I want to ask you a question that ties into the next section that we are going to talk about. Like I said, you can start packing up, but just don't walk out yet. Parallel lines. Okay, I have no idea what a parallel line is. Please, would somebody explain to me so I have some idea of what the hell you're talking about? I need to stop cussing. Ah.
Lines with the same slope.
Lines with the same slope. Okay, same slope is one thing I'm hearing. Never touch, I heard that. Never intersect. So if I'm trying to explain this to a kid, right, who's never taken an algebra class ever, I doubt this is going to work, right, to explain to them. Of course, they have the same slope. Like, they don't really know what the slope is, right? So what do you think about the other explanation? Two lines, they never touch. Is that satisfactory? Is everyone satisfied with that definition? Yes? Any complaints? No? Okay, so look, you got to give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So we're all going to agree that the basic definition of two parallel lines is that they never touch. All right. Have you ever seen, has anyone taken like an art appreciation class or seen some art? Yes? Have you ever seen like cave drawings? Drawings done by like humans many years ago? Yeah. Good drawings? They had a lot of time. I mean, oh, you said for that time. Why? Why weren't they as good as we are now? They had plenty of time, right? No? Their drawings kind of sucked, didn't they? I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. It's like, they did try. Some of it was, what they were saying in their drawings is pretty impressive. But
the first people to draw.
Yeah.
Well.
I don't know. It actually has a lot to do with mathematics, all right? Believe it or not. Okay, so if I'm going to try and draw, let's say, a road with some buildings on the side, here's my drawing, okay? My first drawing. Now, of course, cavemen are not going to draw a road, but that's a building on the side. There's a couple other buildings over here. What do you think of my road and my four buildings?
It's a bird's eye view.
So it's a top view, kind of. But I'm following all the rules. I mean, we know these lines are parallel. So they don't intersect, right? That's a decent drawing. Now, who's drawn artistically before? Okay, you have this very important thing called if you're trying to draw a good drawing like this, it's perspective drawing. There's this point they call the, vanishing point?
Vanishing point.
Okay, so look, I'm going to draw the same picture. I'm going to draw the same picture using some other techniques. Okay. That one didn't come out very good, sorry. Ooh, that's real bad. Sorry, there's only 2 buildings on this drawing. Okay, so which one's better? You still like the top view? You like this one? So if you were, this is like more caveman-ish. This is more like modern drawing, right? More realistic. Now, we know that in the real world, these 2 lines on the road should be parallel and should never intersect. But for me to actually trick your eyeballs into thinking that it's going to look like what we see, all parallel lines must intersect at a point. Notice that every line, right, like that's the same color. This line right here and this line right here are parallel in real life. That's this edge of the building and this edge of the building, and that's this line right here. Notice if I extend them, they all go to the same vanishing point, right? So to draw something that looks 3-dimensional on a 2-dimensional piece of paper, you must break the rules of Euclidean geometry, which says that all parallel lines never intersect. And you must actually completely reverse it and say all parallel lines must intersect at the same point at infinity. The point of my whole demonstration is this. If you define parallel lines by saying they never touch, you are confining yourself to just this geometry. That rule is okay in this geometry, which is all the geometry we ever use in a class like this. But if you step out of the box and you go into a different sort of geometry called perspective geometry, the rules change. And there are all sorts of different types of geometry that we use in the real world. There's perspective geometry. There's, like I said, this is called Euclidean space. You have all these different branches of mathematics that deal with non-Euclidean spaces. So just remember you're a little fish in a fishbowl. There's a big universe outside of that we use every day to help us do some pretty cool stuff. So anyway, all right, go. Good, have a good weekend, right?
Check our homework.
Yes, for those of you who hung out, let me see, where's that sign-in sheet? Okay, you've been doing all yours on there, right? Are you running into, what I'm really more concerned about is if you're having any issues.
No.
You're okay?
Yeah, but
All right.
show you kind of how I do it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know
kind of
I
curious
don't
how you
I
do
can
it on
zoom in
here.
enough to kind of do it
Oh, yeah,
on
and-
here. But basically I have those. That's the first day.
Uh-huh.
Day 2. I basically just import them all into here. So, where are they? Over there. I got
I need to talk to you about this because did you just import the PDF into here? I always have the biggest problems importing.
OneNote is great for that actually.
But I've had the problems in OneNote trying to import PDFs.
So I actually had to do it through Word itself. So if you try to go through here to file printout, it'll like lag out and not work. But if you do it from Word print to OneNote, then it works like that. So
But what if it's already in a PDF form?
You have to basically just open it in Word and then export it to OneNote.
I'm going to try that.
Yeah, it's like a double step process.
Cool. I appreciate you. Yep. Hold on, let me check you up real quick. I just want to make sure you're okay. You're keeping up with everything? Yes?
Day 2, day 3.
Okay, very good. Okay. Same thing here.
homework
Carlos,
for
are
day
you
2.
okay with it?
Yeah, math has never really been my forte, but it's all being taught in a really accessible way. So
Okay.
I think I'm doing a okay job of keeping
That
up.
reminds me I need to turn off my camera.